Hello everyone. Hello to day 2 of the masterclass for true abundance. I hope you're well. I hope you're fine. And as always, let me know how you're doing and where you are, where you come from. And we had a great start yesterday, and I'm really looking forward to continuing today and tomorrow. Jessica, thank you so much. The video and the sound is great. And yeah, many have watched the replay. So also hello to everyone that is going to watch the replay, because I know we are in different time zones. So many have to watch the replay because maybe you are in a different time zone. And the topic of today, it's a really important topic. It is actually the topic of how you can overcome your fear. And especially for us, for the leaders, for the entrepreneurs from Sedona. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. I think this is my friend Kristen. Amazing. I'm going to come soon to Sedona. So I'm happy you made it live today. Awesome. My friend Kristen and Sergi is here from Vienna. Yeah, let me know how you're doing. I hope you're well. And I'm doing really good. And yeah, as I said, I'm going to leave in a week to the US, to New York, and to Sedona. And I'm really excited to go, actually, because I'm going to see some old friends. And I'm also going to see a very important spiritual teacher of mine in New York. And and today I want to also open up again the space for transformation, for healing, for revelation, because this is what this is all about. Like my purpose, I told you yesterday how I started my work as a healer, as a coach, as a spiritual teacher. And I shared my why, like why I'm doing what I'm doing, my vision. And my purpose is really to help to elevate the consciousness of mankind and of the collective of human beings. So this is what I'm about, and I'm sure you are also about that, because you are here in the group and you are also a light worker. So Sergi is writing, I'm doing great. I'm from Vienna and I have a wonderful, fun time traveling. Awesome. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Sergi. Yes, I'm going to share when I'm on the road. I'm going to share and let you know where I am, and just, inspire you and take you with me. So let's start with the topic of the day. So the topic of the day is how we can overcome fear, how we can push through the fear barrier, and why fear and growth are actually always connected. Mostly they are connected, and mostly they go hand in hand. So yesterday we were looking at our big dreams, at our big visions, the big goals. We also call it the C goals. As you know, I used to work with Bob Proctor, and he was an amazing mentor and teacher, and he would also always talk about the C goals. And C goals are these kind of goals that are a little bit crazy, a little bit like where you feel this is really, really out of the comfort zone, and they can trigger fear. And many people have a tendency to, if they feel the fear, to draw back into the comfort zone and to not continue to walk the talk and to walk the path. And I wanna help you, or I wanna open the space and help you to make a firm decision to really put your stake into the ground tonight or today. And we are going to use a really powerful technique and an exercise that actually came to my mind today in the morning when I woke up, because I had already been working today and I had a session with an amazing person, a client of mine. And I showed him in a specific manner to overcome his own fear with archetypical energies. And this is what we are going to do tonight. I want to use different archetypes. One of them is called the magician. One of them is the king or the queen. And the other one is the warrior. So we have 3 archetypes. the king or the queen, and then we have the magician, and also I brought my magic wand. Some of you already know it. This is my own magic wand. This was a present, a gift someone gave to, like one of my teachers gave to me, and I'm always using it for manifestation. And we all have these archetypical energies and personality aspects inside of us. And we can use it in order to really manifest and also to overcome this fear barrier. So first of all, let's look at the fear barrier. Why does fear and growth often go hand in hand? So as I said, yesterday we were defining these really, really bold and big visions for all the areas in your life, in the business, in the private life, in your finances, in the way you're living, the way your body looks. And maybe you felt that when you expand into this energy and into this person, into the I am that you need to become in order to manifest it, maybe you already felt that there is a limitation, a thought of limitation, or many limitations, or fear coming up that maybe feels like a strong pull that wants to hold you back. So first of all, it's a good sign. It's not a bad thing that the fear is coming up. So why is it a good sign? Because fear is just energy, and it is a sign that you're moving out of the comfort zone. It's a sign that you're taking big steps into the right direction. And the most important thing you can do is to not pull back, but to keep going, and also to allow yourself to fail, to make mistakes. Many times we try to be perfect. We just want to succeed. We don't want to fail. We don't want to make mistakes. But in order to succeed, we need to fail. It is actually necessary and important to fail in order to succeed. And the universe. Yesterday, I was talking about the quantum field, the universe, this infinite field of possibilities, of probabilities, of energy, of love, and the universe is a movement. So it's a movement. It's almost like a breath of God, and it is moving. It is actually extending. And through this extension of light, of energy, and of love, we are being extended because we are part of this whole. We are part of the whole of the universe, of all that is. So we are being extended because we are part of it. So if you maybe you want to follow me with that image. So if you are being extended and you pull back, you're not allowing the natural organic movement of the universe, of the breath of God, to just extend through you, what is going to happen? You will just, you will cause friction, you will cause disharmony, you will cause limitations. And there are two ways of learning, because one way, what I just described, is to learn through pain. So you would just pull back and not allow yourself to fail forward, to just make mistakes and try it out and experiment a little bit until you succeed. And the other one, like the other possibility, the other path, the other way, is much more joyful, because you choose to learn through joy, which means that you do not wait until the universe is forcing you to grow through pain, but instead you actively trigger growth by creating circumstances in your life that allow you to grow in a natural and loving manner and way. Okay, I hope this makes sense to you. So these are the two ways that we have, the two options. And if you want to become a strong leader in your field, and I know that many of you that are here or that are going to watch the replays are already leaders. You are business leaders. You maybe have a leading position in in a company, or you are leading your own business, or you're leading a team, so you are already leading, or you want to become an even stronger leader. So if you really want to be strong in your leadership and you want to be perceived as a strong leader, you need to be courageous. That's it. That's the right word. You need to live with courage, to make courageous decisions, which also mean to fall in love. It means to fall in love with the terror barrier, to not avoid the fear, but to actually seek it out. Okay? So this is the attitude that we want to establish here. And I brought a little graphic, a little slide for you again. So I hope you can see it. And this is also one of my favorite graphics and slides. And it shows this topic of overcoming the terror barrier in a really nice way. So you can see in the middle, this is the terror barrier. It's almost like a wall you hit, right? And the wall is almost like a limitation, a fence that is surrounding your life, the possibilities that you allow in your life. So this is like the fence, your limitations. And behind the terror barrier, you find freedom, you find wealth, you find abundance, you find love, you find freedom. Everything you want is behind it. It's here on this side. So what happens when we start to manifest, when we start to follow these callings, when we start to listen to this higher voice, to this higher purpose that wants to manifest through us? We take a few steps. So first we are in bondage, and then we take a few steps. We go into the direction of the terror barrier, and we start to feel an intense conflict many times. It feels like almost like a panic attack. So, and I want to share a story from my own life when I felt this intense panic and terror barrier. And if you want, you can also let me know in the comment if you have a similar experience. I'm sure you have. And one of my biggest fears, honestly, always was to speak in public. And it's a very kind of collective, well-known fear. Many people have that. So maybe you also know you have it. So I'm quite an introvert and shy person, and I was really kind of intimidated when I was younger, also, especially in school, to talk in front of public, to talk in front of my class at school. But on the other hand, I always felt I have a voice. I felt that there is something I really need to say there, that there are people that want to hear me. So I always felt this calling that I'm a teacher, I'm a coach, I need to write, I need to inspire others. And this was actually also the topic from the client, I worked today. Yes, and Jessica said it, you learn by failing. That's true. So we also have this really nice saying, fail forward. Allow yourself to just fail and fail and fail until you succeed. So my fear, one of my biggest fears was, or actually it still is, to speak in public. So I'm quite nervous, to be honest. Anytime I go live, anytime I teach, but I found a tools to overcome that. And why did I actually follow the calling? Why did I continue to speak? Why didn't I pull back? And this is also because I knew my why. And yesterday we made this powerful meditation about finding your why. And I always come back to that when I work with people, and especially with leaders, that you really need to know on a conscious level your why, like your strong why. What is the bigger purpose? What is the bigger picture? Why are you doing what you're doing on this planet? What is the bigger calling behind anything you're doing? Okay. And for me, it was always that I knew I had a gift. I have a gift of channeling energies, of channeling higher wisdom, of inspiring people. So my bigger picture, like my why, my bigger why, always motivated me, and it helped me to push through the terror barrier. And this is what we need to do. And I invite you that if, for example, you're standing in front of the terror barrier and you feel you want to pull back, you feel that there's so many reasons and also excuses that want to explain you that this is not the right time, it's not the right moment. So I also brought this. Maybe you know it. I like it so much. It's it's just a symbol for time, and that actually our time on earth is limited. We never know how much time we have left. So if you're standing at an important crossroad and you need to make an important decision, and you feel like this voice in your head, the voice of fear that wants you to pull back, to not continue to grow, just think of it. Think of the freedom and all the abundance and all the wealth you want to create, and all of this is already yours. You just have to take it. It's already there. Okay, and then you will find you have the motivation and you have the power and you have the freedom to really push through the fear. And this is what happened for me. And now, I'm just enjoying to be speaking to so many people. And the fear, it doesn't really feel like fear anymore. It is more a feeling of maybe excitement, energy, activation. So we can also reframe, our perspective on what's happening inside us and also outside of us. So maybe you also want to try to just reframe it. If you feel that the terror barrier hits you, that you just start to think of it as nervousness, as excitement, maybe even as joy, and then just keep going. Okay. And I want to help you to make this shift of perspective today in an exercise. But first, let me know in the comment, maybe if you want, what is one of the biggest fears that you are having? What is one of the fears that keeps coming back to you, that you actually want to change, you want to transform? And feel free to let me know in the comment. And I just see that someone here is writing, yeah, that's it. Facebook user, I actually cannot read your name. If you want to click on the link StreamYard on top of the video, I can actually read your name if you want. So someone is writing, it's freeing to feel the fear and to do it anyway. Absolutely. Because also, you really do not have anything to lose. Loss is an idea that's illusionary. It's not true. We cannot lose anything that is true. We cannot lose what belongs to us. So we do not have to be afraid of letting go or of losing something, because anything that's truly ours, anything that belongs to us, is going to be ours forever. It's like infinite. This is also a law of the universe. Nothing is wasted. Energy is going to be, it's just changing, right? Even if someone dies, the soul is transmigrating from life to life. So we are not really going anywhere. We are still here. And this is also why we can learn to communicate to the spiritual world, to the spiritual realm, to people, or to the consciousness and the souls that are already on the other side. And this is also one of my skills and what I teach to people, to being able to communicate to the spiritual world, to the Ascended Masters. And I also want to use these energies tonight in this powerful exercise, because these masters, like master energies, they are there in the field, in the spiritual world, to help us. They're like bigger sisters or brothers, and they're really eagerly waiting to help us if we ask them. So it's almost like your guardian angels. They're always there, and they're waiting for you to pray or to ask them for help. And I prepared a few things. And tomorrow I'm actually going to talk about a new program of mine. So make sure you are here tomorrow, because I'm just following always my calling if I'm creating new masterminds and new programs, and I have an amazing offer that I want to make tomorrow, which includes so many things that I have been teaching for many years. Also channeling, also how you can activate your intuition, your psychic abilities. And it also includes an initiation in the 12th grade race. Like you can imagine that there is a spectrum of energies in the spiritual world, with different colors. And this is going to be included in my new offer that I'm presenting tomorrow. So make sure you are joining live tomorrow. Okay, but let's start with this exercise. And in the exercise, I want to show you to change the perspective on fear. And I invite you to really use something very specific. The more specific we are, the more impact it has, right? Also, when we ask questions, to ask questions is almost like an art. The better the question, the bigger the question, the better or the bigger the answer and the impact. So train yourself to not be too general, but to be really specific and precise with anything you manifest, and with the questions you're asking. And especially when it comes to intuition, you need to be razor sharp. You need to learn to be really precise in the perceptions you are describing or you're downloading. Okay, so try to be really precise in the following exercise I'm going to lead you through. And as I said, I want to work with 3 archetypical energies: the queen or the king. Then we have the warrior of light, which is really powerful and important, and also the magician. So these are 3 archetypes that you maybe already know, and they are going to help us to shift from fear into love and to make a firm choice for freedom and for growth. Okay, so I'm just reading what Seji is writing. My experience in life, and especially since the deep dive into spirituality, there is nothing that can stop me. Amazing in accomplishing my goals. That's great. I do not stop only before I make a clear plan to where I want to go. Yeah, and you also were a shy person. Okay, so we have something in common. Yeah, many people are really shy, and actually, what I wanted to share is this amazing session I had today in the morning with my client, and he shared with me that he has a dream and like a really also I felt that it's a pure soul vision, which is in complete alignment with his purpose to write books. And he already is a writer, and he's a consultant for companies. And when I worked with him, I just felt that there is this shyness or this paradigm of not allowing yourself to use your voice, to step into your power, and to start to create with this intrinsic and infinite power that you have. And many people think that they are afraid of failing, they are afraid of being not enough, but actually it's the exact polar opposite. Most of us are afraid of being too much, of being too great. You're afraid of shining your light, because the collective consciousness is a consciousness that is always dimming the light. It's a consciousness of illusion. It's a consciousness of lies. Yeah, and these lies, these voices that are illusionary, they keep telling you that you have to dim your light. And overcoming the terror barrier also means to overcoming these collective voices, to to stop listening to them, to really start to listen to the voice of God, to the voice of the divine, which is also there and which is way more loving. It is actually the voice of love. It is the voice of pure love and of pure consciousness. And you always have a choice. You can choose to listen to the voice of fear, to the voice of illusion, or you can choose love. You can choose to listen to love. Okay? So let's do this together. And if you want, you can close your eyes for this meditation or this practice. It's actually more a tool, a coaching tool, which works really well. And thank you so much for being here. It's amazing, the energy in the room. I hope you also enjoyed as much as I do. Yeah, take a few breaths and then think of, is there a stop in just a second. I just have to see if I'm still live, because I just saw a comment that maybe just write me if you can, if the live is still good, or if something is not working. I'm just looking here. I think it's okay, isn't it? Because otherwise I'm not going to lead the meditation. Let me know in the chat. Is it okay? Or is it stopping? Did it stop? No, it's okay. I think it's okay. So I hope you can still hear me. Maybe leave me a comment in the chat that you can still hear me and I'm still live, okay? But I'm just going to start with the exercise I wanted to show you. So close your eyes and take a few breaths, and then feel into one of these big and bold visions. Okay, now I'm fine. Okay, thank you so much. So thank you so much. You're still here with me. Okay, so just think of one of these big visions that you are manifesting, and that you want to manifest one of these goals. Maybe it is to start a business. Maybe you wanna launch a new program. Maybe you wanna manifest a loving relationship. Maybe you want to manifest a house where you can live in. So what is it that you truly desire and that you want? Okay? And allow yourself to really feel into the frequency of the goal, to not only see it or imagine it, but to really be it, become it. It's almost like you embody it. It's almost like you feel it in every cell of your body. Yeah, and this is so crucial and important when it comes to manifesting, that you're not only thinking of it or fantasizing or visualizing or even making a nice vision board, but you start to become it. Yeah, you become the person. Yesterday I was talking about the 5 levels of manifestation, and we started with the I am. So who do you need to become in order to manifest? So feel it. Okay, who do you need to become? And then also start to extend this I am, this amazing energy, this frequency of abundance. Yeah, and this whole masterclass is about abundance, true abundance, truth and abundance. Start to extend the light and send it out into the universe, and just make a firm decision and put your stake into the ground. This is what I want. Yeah, we need to really be clear and precise in what we are sending out into the universe. Awesome. And then the next step is just feel, where do you feel this fear? Or maybe it's not even a fear, maybe it's just a doubt that this is not going to happen. Or maybe you feel a certain pull that is pulling you back. So for example, I feel it in my solar plexus. Yeah, I just felt this kind of pulls me back. It's like, no, this is not going to happen. Maybe it's just too big. It's the goal is too big. And all these voices, they are like collective radio stations in the collective consciousness. They are there and they are broadcasting, and we can turn it on or turn it off. So now, first of all, turn off the volume of this collective radio station and broadcast that keeps to tell you that you're not enough, that this is not going to happen for you. Okay, just turn it off. Great. And then we can work with this fear aspect. And a really simple and easy tool that I'm using many, many times, and it's also a tool that we use in the constellation work that I'm teaching. Constellation work is like it's coming from the Gestalt. So we work with the body, with the like anything that is actually imprinted in the body. So you can try to find this aspect or this energy, this feeling inside your body, and really pull it out and just put it in front of you. Maybe you're sitting at a table where I'm sitting right now. Just lay it on the table and allow yourself to just look at it without needing to change anything. Just look at it. And maybe you already feel a certain release, a certain feeling of, I can breathe out again. Sometimes this is already helping. It's so powerful and easy, but maybe you need to draw something out again and just let it be there on the table. Okay. And the exercise I want to show you is also called feeding the demons. So we are going to feed this demon. You can imagine that the thing or the energy you will lay down is a demon. Yeah, a little demon. Maybe it is green or black and it has ears and eyes. So just look at it and see how it looks, who it is. This is your demon of fear, okay? And now we want to use these archetypical energies, these archetypes that help us to overcome the fear. And the first one we are going to use is the magician. We also call it Merlin or Merlin. Maybe you know Merlin. You know also this one. This is Bob Proctor. He was my mentor, and maybe I also want to share the story how I started to work with him. And this is a picture I found online. Someone posted it. A friend of mine posted it, and I just liked it so much because it shows Bob with the magic wand, with this. Actually, it's a sword of light that he's holding, and Bob Proctor, to me, he really is this archetype. He was this archetype of the Merlin, of the magician, because like he created so much magic in the world, and he just opened the space for thousands and thousands and thousands of people around the world to really start to believe in themselves again. And use him as an inspiration, because he's such an inspirational figure and he changed so much in my own life. So, and now feel inside yourself, where is your own magician? Where does your magician or your magic reside? So maybe you feel it more in the heart. Maybe you feel it here in the head. Maybe you feel it like in your whole body. Maybe it's just an energy, a magical energy in your body. And start to become that magician. And in the spiritual realm, as I said, there is this spectrum. There is this spiritual world with the masters, the master energies. The color that is associated with that is violet. And you can use the violet and just visualize it coming through your body. And then as this magician, with the power and the force of the magician, look again at this aspect, at this little demon, and start to address it and start to communicate with it, start to talk to it. Maybe you want to ask the little demon, what do you need? Maybe you want to ask him, what do you want? maybe you want to tell him, I love you. I thank you for being here, but I'm choosing my own path. I'm choosing my growth nonetheless. I'm not falling back. I'm not letting myself being pulled back. Okay. And maybe you already feel the empowerment with the magician. Yeah, it's a really, really strong archetype. And you can also use it in your daily life and just activate it. For example, if you're walking through the city, if you're taking a walk in the woods, just walk as this magician, play with it. It's a really playful attitude and a playful way of changing your paradigms, like the deep-seated programs in your subconscious. Okay, so this is the first archetype. The second one that we're using is the king or the queen. So I brought a little crown as a symbol of power, because the king and the queen is the archetype of power. It is really the archetype of empowerment, of sovereignty, of leadership. And I think especially for leadership and for leaders, the sovereignty, the empowerment, the crown, the king and the queen is one of the most important archetypes. And I always tell my clients to visualize and to imagine that you put on your crown. Yeah. For example, if you have an important meeting, if you want to be really convincing or strong or charismatic, just take a few breaths and visualize, imagine that you put on your crown. Yeah, you are the queen. You are in your own power. You are in your own alignment. And I can feel how the energy now shifts in the room. It's amazing. It's really fast. And then not only you put on your crown, but also you put your stake in the ground, the scepter of power, the stake. Put your stake in the ground. And this is an important gesture for manifestation, because the universe loves if you go all in with what you want. The universe needs that. There is the saying that we need to put some skin in the game. We need to be invested. We need to really go all in and also make courageous choices. And to put your stake in the ground, to put on your crown, to really speak your truth as a leader, to also communicate your values, your convictions when it comes to marketing, especially when it comes to visibility. Many of you are already having big brands online, or you want to create a personal brand online on social media, for example. And there is a lot of noise. There is a lot of chatter. There is a lot of just wishy-washy stuff going on. And the brands that are really succeeding long-term, lasting success are the brands or the coaches that have strong and clear convictions. This is what a brand is. And I'm helping businesses to create that. And just ask yourself, what do I really believe? What do I want to be seen for? What do I want to stand for? What are my deepest convictions? Like, what do I truly believe in? Your own truth. This is also your own truth. Like, it's just your own way of seeing the things. And the more you are committed to that, and the more you allow yourself courageously to communicate it to the world, the faster you can grow also with your business. Okay? And now, being in that sovereignty, being in that power of the queen or of the king, look again at this little demon. Maybe it's still in front of you, and ask him, like, what do you need? Or maybe also ask him, this is a really good question, if he wants to be an ally in the future, if he wants to help you to succeed. Because these aspects of fear or the voices of fear, they can turn into really powerful resources also. Okay. Amazing. Yeah, it's amazing how the energy shifts. And then the third archetype. So we had the magician, we had the queen. The third one is the warrior of light. And the warrior of light has a sword of light in his hand. And the master, I was talking, or I was writing about the ascended masters, these master energies that are in the spiritual world that are helping us. So the master energy that is associated with the warrior of light is King Arthur, or El Moria. This is the name, or Archangel Michael. And you can use this powerful energy, for example, if you need to draw a boundary, or if you need to make a clear distinction between truth and falsity, if you need to make a strong commitment to your path. This is the quality of the warrior. And it is also the quality of really following your calling and moving into action, because moving into action is one of these keys that is going to change the pattern of postponing. Postponing is a symptom of fear. Postponing is actually a symptom of the old paradigm. It is this pull that is pulling you back, and the pull that you actually follow. But on the other hand, you have the attitude of moving, of taking action, and also of taking actions before you are ready. This is a key to success. Yeah. And I've seen it so many times in my life and in the lives of the clients I'm working with, making moves before you are ready. Okay. And if you need to make a move, if you feel you want to go all in, you want to keep moving, remember this archetype, remember the warrior, remember this firm and strong energy that is yours, and ask for help, and you will see that things are going to change. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the exercise. Let me know in the comments how you feel now. Let me know if you have a revelation, or maybe a word. What is the word of the evening for you, or of the morning? Some of you are in the morning. And I'm happy that you stayed with me through the whole live. And thank you so much for being here, for being with me here live. As I said, tomorrow is going to be really amazing. I'm so much looking forward to the live tomorrow, because I'm going to share something with you, a new program that just came to me and through me, that I'm going to open tomorrow. And I'm not gonna say too much about it now, because it needs to be a little surprise, but I am totally enthused about it, and I'm sure many of you are also going to love it. So make sure you are joining live tomorrow at the same time. It's the last day of the masterclass, and I'm also going to have a guest on Thursday and on Saturday. So we will still have 2 more lives this week. So I like surprises, says Saji. Thank you so much. Empowerment is your word. So maybe, someone else wants to share the word. Also, I feel there's a lot of power and empowerment here in the room. I can feel it. And use all of these tools that I'm giving you. And then there's someone at what time on Saturday? Actually, I think it is 11 Central European time at 11. I have a guest. His name is Ricardo, and he is a client of mine and a movie producer, a film producer, and we are going to share some ideas here together on Saturday. So freedom is the word of for you. Amazing. Yeah, so thank you so much, and thank you for being here, and also to all the listeners that are listening to the replays, feel free to contact us, to leave some comments here in the chat, because I'm always happy to read it. And I'm wishing you a beautiful evening, a beautiful day, and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.